Hey familia, Miranda here, and in today's video we are going to be diving on into the filmography of the absolutely talented Tom Hanks. Now you guys, he definitely played like a huge part in my childhood, and let me just say, like, he seriously does not have a single bad role. I have loved everything that he has been in. He's just overly talented, and like I said, he's a huge part of my childhood, and you'll know why. But certain roles definitely, made me grow to love and appreciate his talent. He is truly an amazing actor, you guys, and I have quite a few films in my collection that star him in it, so we are going to go on ahead and get into things. But first, as always, let me know, you guys, some of your favorite films of his, and of the ones that I have not seen, make sure you guys let me know which ones I should jump on first, and if there are any solid films out there of his that I should consider adding to the collection. I think I pretty much have all the important ones, but we'll get into that. You guys will see. So let's get on into things. All right, so kicking things off, obviously, kind of where it all started for me, the kind of first role that I truly remember him being in is obviously as Woody in Toy Story. So we do have the first Toy Story, we have the second, the third, and also the fourth film. And then I do actually have a Toy Story of Terror. I haven't checked this one out yet, but it's a super like short little film. But Toy Story, you guys, Toy Story, oh my goodness, so huge in my childhood. Definitely one of like my all-time like favorite franchises, and I mean, plus Disney, all that. So good stuff right here. But yes, Toy Story was my basic introduction to Tom Hanks, and him voicing Woody is just fantastic. Like, seriously. You guys will have to let me know, what is your favorite Toy Story film? I don't know why. It's kind of hard to explain, but I definitely think that I find myself leaning more towards Toy Story 3 as my favorite from the franchise. I mean, I love the first and second. The fourth one here was definitely quite the, I don't know, like, sentimental experience. Like, I definitely found myself like just bawling my eyes out at the end of this one. But Toy Story 3, you guys, this one just, I don't know, it hit me differently, and I love it so much. I don't know if it's just the addition of all of the new characters and stuff. Lotso, definitely enjoyed him in here. And then just kind of the parting ways at the end, kind of thing. So I don't know, but this one, it just hits me like on a whole other level. So Toy Story 3, definitely my favorite from the franchise. But let me know, what is yours? Next up is Bachelor Party. I have yet to check this one out, but my buddy Kenny raves about this one all the time, so definitely need to jump on this one, probably sooner than later. All right, next one I have here is A League of Their Own, another one that I need to check out, but I do enjoy baseball flicks, so definitely need to see about giving that one a watch soon. This one, The Simpsons movie, honestly, it just says that he stars as Tom Hanks, so I mean, it's been a while since I've seen this one, so I will definitely have to give this a rewatch so I can kind of see where he pops in here. But yeah, we got The Simpsons movie. This next one, I've heard nothing but amazing things on, and I definitely need to get to it, and that is That Thing You Do. There we go, That Thing You Do. You've Got Mail, him, Meg Ryan in this. Love the two of them together. And this is just a classic one. Definitely long overdue for a revisit. We got Saving Private Ryan. Excellent. And then this next one, I feel is kind of a hidden gem that has kind of been long forgotten role of his. And that is Road to Perdition. I always enjoyed this one, so definitely, worth checking out if you've never seen it. All right, so next up is Bridge of Spies. I have yet to check this one out, but it definitely seems like an excellent film, so need to get to that one. The Money Pit, you guys, this one is a fun watch if you've never seen it. They basically, they're this couple, they buy this house, and it just all goes downhill after that. The house is literally just falling to pieces, and it's just one thing after another. It's a hot mess, you guys, but it's loads of fun. Of course, we have The Burbs here. I enjoyed this for what it was. I wouldn't say that it was like overly funny, or that I kind of understood the all the hype over it, but it's definitely a fun one for sure, you guys. Definitely worth checking out and owning. But I think that maybe this one was just maybe a little bit better for when it first came out. I don't know, but we got The Burbs here. Definitely enjoyed it though. Big, this one I do highly recommend. This is loads of fun, you guys. Just so great. Definitely check it out if you have not. We have Joe versus the Volcano. This one was all right. Wasn't like overly funny, but I enjoyed it for what it was. A great film of his. Castaway, I remember watching this constantly growing up. This was like one of my favorites amongst like me and my dad, and it was one that we watched a lot together. So we got Castaway. Next up is The Da Vinci Code, which this one I've only kind of seen in bits and pieces. So I need to watch this one all the way through, but I have seen Angels and Demons. I saw this one in theaters. I really enjoyed this one. And of course, we also have Inferno here. I definitely kind of find myself though leaning more towards Angels and Demons. I really, really like this one. And they're just interesting films, you guys. Just, you know, kind of look on kind of all these like theories and stuff like that. And so it's pretty interesting, you know, that I forget what it's called, but it's like a trilogy, but great films. Next up, we got Sully. I've been meaning to get to this one, but definitely seems kind of like an inspirational story. The Terminal, I've always heard great things on and never have gotten around to watching it, so I need to get onto that one. And we have A Man Called Otto, one of his more newer films. Absolutely enjoyed this one very, very much. It is a bit of a hard watch, you guys, and it is quite depressing. Just know that it does have to do with, like, you know, this man who's depressed, and so there are like suicidal attempts and all of that. So, you know, fair warning there. But it is very, very good, and he was just absolutely fantastic in this film. And even though it was a bit on the depressing side, it's definitely also kind of a little heartwarming watch. There's just kind of this interesting little friendship that develops between him and this pregnant woman and stuff. And so, yeah, it's really, really good, you guys. I highly recommend it. And then, of course, classic Apollo 13, long overdue for a revisit. All right, so next one up is Saving Mr. Banks. Now, you guys, this one did get a little bit of mixed reviews, but I will say I thoroughly enjoyed this. I found it very, very interesting. And I feel like it's one of those stories that you kind of didn't really know that you needed to know. But basically, it is how Walt Disney, who is played by, obviously, Tom Hanks here, gets the rights to create a movie based off of the book of Mary Poppins. So it's kind of the background story on how, you know, the whole process in trying to land Mary Poppins and stuff and to turn it into a movie. And Emma Thompson is fantastic in here too, you guys, but I do recommend this one. Like I said, I thought it was very, very interesting. Then, of course, we have A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Honestly, you guys, I don't think that anybody else could have truly pulled off the role of Mr. Rogers. I mean, Mr. Rogers was a huge part of my childhood, and Tom Hanks played it to perfection. And I will say, I didn't really feel like this was necessarily like about his life. There was more of a, you know, a different kind of story going on there. But overall, though, his performance as Mr. Rogers was awesome, and I really enjoyed that one. Next up, we have Cloud Atlas. Have yet to check this one. I actually don't really know much about this one other than I know it like came recommended, so I have this one to check out eventually. And then we have News of the World. This one too, I'm not really too sure. I know it's like a Western of some sort, so I mean, I'm down for Westerns and stuff like that, you know, but need to check that one out. Have Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. And we have Captain Phillips here. So this one, I'm definitely curious to, you know, pop in sooner than later because I did actually watch Pirates of Somalia, and that was actually very, very interesting. It does have to do with, you know, Captain Phillips and everything. And so this is a more kind of focus on him. So definitely curious about this one for sure. And then, of course, the other kind of essential from my childhood, which is just, it's so classic, you guys, and it's just so highly rewatchable. Forrest Gump, obviously, can't go wrong there. Awesome, awesome role from him. I love it. I adore this film so, so much. Of course, we have Green Mile, another excellent one. Like, what's not to love about this film? It's just absolutely fantastic. Another newer role here, we got Asteroid City. This one has definitely gotten some mixed reviews. Haven't gotten around to it quite yet, but I will at some point. And we have Elvis here. This one, I will say, I wasn't a huge fan of his character in this film. Like, his performance and everything was fine. I don't know, it just didn't seem like a typical role, I guess, that you would kind of see him in. I don't know, but the movie itself is amazing, you guys. Seriously, if you haven't seen Elvis, you need to check this one out. It is so like perfect. I mean, Austin Butler just knocks it out of the park as Elvis, you guys, but it's a banger for sure, you guys. All right, then of course we have Catch Me If You Can. I'm sure many of you have seen this one, but it's awesome, you guys. Another great one. Him alongside Leo. I mean, they do great things here for sure. And then, of course, The Polar Express, one of my, there we go. One of my all-time favorite Christmas flicks. And I actually did not realize that, I mean, obviously his main role is the conductor, but he voices like several other characters in this film. I think he had like 5 or 6 different characters that he voiced in here, which I did not know about. But the Polar Express, I love this one. I mean, I grew up with the book and everything. It was like read to me in elementary school, and you know, I was super excited when the film first came out and everything. So the Polar Express, I really love this one, you guys. All right, so next up we have Dragnet here. I've actually not seen this one yet, but him alongside Dan Aykroyd, I'm down for it, you guys. I'm sure they do great things here. And of course we have the great Buck Howard. He has a small role in here. Nothing, you know, spectacular or anything like that, but I mean, he was fine for the few, you know, scenes that he was in. His son is also in here, Colin Hanks. He's in there as well. Classic, like romance flick here. Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan, Sleepless in Seattle. This is another one too that I remember like constantly watching when I was younger and stuff. So great film, you guys. Then we, of course, Turner and Hooch, another one too that I grew up on. Love it. Got a couple more here to go. So we have Volunteers. Do need to check this one out for sure. And last but not least, we have the Bonfire of the Vanities. So that is my Tom Hanks collection, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing all the films that I have. And again, as always, like I mentioned, which ones do I need to jump on first that I haven't seen? And, you know, if there's any good ones out there that I should add to the collection, do let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the family if you have not, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.